Hey everyone, it's Lindsay from My Crafty Plans. Today I'm going to be planning the week of August 10th in my memory planner. This is an Aura Estelle A5 wide cloud planner, and it is the same setup I've been in for a while. I'm going to be using this summer kit from Sadie Stickers. It's a really cute kind of beachy themed kit with these really lovely pastel like pinks and teals and everything, and I just thought this was so pretty. So you have the full boxes, the functional page, this like headers and some flags and different stuff, and this page is foiled, and then the bottom washi and date cover page. So it is just a 4-page mini kit, but you get so much stuff. I don't even think I'll need to pull in anything else with this because there is a ton of functional stuff in here. So I'm going to pull out these pages and jump in. So getting started with the date covers, and I'm using these bow sparkler date dots from Sadie Stickers because of how like sparkler-y the overlays are on this kit. Not the overlays, like the foiling is on this kit. I just thought that these bow sparkler ones matched perfectly, so I just went ahead and used them. I typically use them, I feel like, when I use the Sadie Stickers kit because it's like very much matches the foiling style on like the headers and on the boxes and stuff like that. So yeah, it was pretty easy to incorporate. And then I do these kits do come with 3 headers, and I've like accidentally bought the extra headers before, the bow headers, but you definitely don't need them because this kit does come with 3 headers. So I just did like a 3 header setup instead of a 4. 4 is definitely my preference, but I do use 3 a lot, especially if I'm using like washi headers or stuff, because then it can be hard to match like 4 different things to a kit. But 3 is usually easier. But anyway, this was the last week of camp. So this was like, and I was also working a lot this week. I had my regular Monday thing, and then I was working on, there's like a quarterly supplement to that, so that happens, like once every 3 months. So I was working on that because that came out this week, and that actually got a little stressful, which it's not always stressful, but it was just like kind of a rough go of it, and that just happens sometimes. And then that was also feeding in to this other work project that I had picked up, which I've since finished, and was like kind of consuming time. So I did start that over this weekend, or start really working on that this weekend, and then like the next week, and that was like super busy with that. But it feels good that it's all done, and I feel like I've said that a bunch of times on Instagram and Plan with Me's, but it was my first project since the baby was born, so it feels really good to have accomplished that. But anyway, so this was just like a regular summer week. We've had such a lovely summer. We're so grateful that our camp was able to open safely. There were no cases of COVID at camp the whole summer, and we just had like a really nice summer, and we feel like the camp handled it really well, which makes us feel really good because my 2 oldest kids now, so my daughter who was in camp, and then my son who is like 2.5, will be in school, and school is the same as camp, so it's at the same place. So we feel really good that they had like this kind of dry run for camp, and their plan is to, while it's still warm, they're going to keep the kids outside a lot, and just they pod them and try and minimize anything just in case. But we feel really good about sending them back, and we're looking forward to the new school year. They're all excited for school supplies and everything, but in between school and camp we have 3 weeks off. So we went to the beach. We ended up at the beach, or we will have ended up at the beach. We're in the middle of that 3-week stretch now for 2 of those 3 weeks. But anyway, this was the week before that, actually, so the last week of camp, and I am so excited that I got to use that mermaid washi from Simply Gilded, because I feel like it's not, you have to use that like at least once this summer. So those are mermaid scales. I think they're from 2 summers ago that came out, but I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember if that one's from the kit, like from the monthly sub box, or maybe not. I don't know. It's hard for me to remember. I have like an obscene amount of Simply Gilded washi, in case you can't tell from, watching my Plan with Me's. But anyway, on the day by day, first things first, I marked that my baby, we had to take her out of the Merlin sleep sack, which is like, if you don't know, it's like this marshmallow suit that babies can sleep in, and it like helps them sleep. I don't know, all 3 of my kids have slept in it, and it's like really helped with their sleep. But once they're like a little bit more mobile and strong, you have to take them out because it's not safe for them to sleep on their stomachs in it, and once they figure out how to roll in the suit, you have to take them out of it. So anyway, now my like not even 6-month-old can pretty much crawl. So so we had to take her out of the suit, and then she slept really poorly. It just took her like a few days to kind of figure out how to sleep on her stomach or on her side, and the freedom of a regular sleep sack instead of a Merlin. But anyway, and then I did my regular work and also worked on the quarterly supplement this day, and then I finished reading When You Were Everything, which was recommended by Samantha Plans. She has a YouTube and she's like a librarian, and her book recommendations are incredible. You should definitely follow her if you don't already. Anyway, this was amazing. I love this book so much. It was YA, but it centered around like a friendship fight, like between two high school girls instead of like a love story, and I just loved it. It felt so authentic to like a high school experience, and like the way that you fight with someone when you're that age and stuff. So I just really enjoyed that book. Like, definitely would read it again and recommend it. And then that night we made a pork in the air fryer, like a pork roast, and it was seriously so delicious. And then we also finished after the kids went to bed, we finished Umbrella Academy season 2, which was so good. Definitely would recommend. And I'm not like a big superhero show person in general, or superhero movie person, and I super love it. Anyway, I just really love that show. And then on Tuesday I did some more work, and then my husband had to like take his car in to get inspected, so I actually dropped him off, and we did like this whole thing, but it ended up being like a whole activity because I had to load the kids in the car, and we ended up just like driving around a bunch. And then we picked up smoothies, and I brought them home for me and my son, and because obviously the baby wasn't not eating a smoothie, and she like hadn't even started food at that point, and also like my daughter was at camp. So anyway, we had some smoothies and just hung out. And then that I did some filming that day. I was like trying to film a bunch of stuff in advance because we were going to the beach for like the full week after this, and I actually thought we were going to stay down all 3 weeks. We didn't end up doing that, but I like was trying to prepare for that. And then I also picked up new books at the library, and I read What They Always Tell Us, which again I super love this. And it's another YA book, and I actually think that this is like a YA book written when I was a teenager. But I really loved it. But definitely check the trigger warnings before you read that, because it deals with some mental health issues, and it was pretty in it. Anyway, and then on Wednesday I went for a walk with the kids, and we made donuts in the air fryer. I'm so obsessed with the air fryer. Like, seriously, it's amazing. I'm so happy that I have it. Like, I use it almost every day. Anyway, my mom just gave me hers because she like was never using it, and I feel like I've used it like every day since the first time I used it. So highly recommend. And then I did more filming and some more work and some more reading. Basically, the theme of this week is like air fryer, work, and read and film. That's like all I did all week, was just like fry things in the air fryer, film plan with me, and do some work and do some reading. So then on Thursday we published my quarterly supplement, and it was like a really stressful, like there was like a bunch of last minute stuff going on. It was like kind of a hot mess, so it was like a little bit stressful, which it's not usually, but anyway, it just happens sometimes. And we got drawing. And then the other thing stressful about that is we got our final house drawings for this week, so we're hopefully gonna be able to start construction soon, and there was just like a lot going on with that. So it was a stormy day. So Thursday was just kind of a stressful day. And then we got Chinese food for dinner. The last time we had like ordered from there, they sent us we got the wrong order, and it was like so bad that I was like scared to order from there again. Not because their food is bad, because their food is amazing, but because the wrong order that we got was like a terrible order. It was a really weird order, and like not what we usually get at all. Anyway, so it was a mess. But anyway, we did get that, and then I just hung out and watched TV and did some reading. So same old. On Friday, we met friends at the playground and had just like a little fun time with that. And we were just like, oh, this is so fun. See you when school starts. Well, that was like a last play date, and we will still see them during the school year, because actually the family that we've been meeting up with, they have one kid in like each of my kids' classes. So like their older daughter is in my daughter's class, and their younger daughter's in my son's class. So it's a really nice mix. And then my mother-in-law came over to watch the kids, because my husband and I had an appointment at like this bathroom store, like a store that sells like bathtubs and stuff like that. So because we're doing a master bathroom renovation at our new house as part of the construction, so we were like looking at stuff for that. And that little shopping list is from like the new Hello Petite paper doodle ones, and I'm so obsessed with those two. They're so cute. I hope she does more more than like she did put like out 4 sheets. So I hope she puts out more of those. And then we had a quick call with our contractor that night as well. And we made pizza, just like homemade pizza for dinner that night. So then Saturday, again, this was like kind of a hot mess of a day. We were leaving for the beach and we thought we were leaving for 3 weeks at this point, which again didn't end up happening, but that's what we thought we were doing. So we had like packed up all this stuff and we kept like forgetting things and having to go back. So we got Starbucks. That coffee cup is from Rose and Tea. And then we packed to leave and like literally we left the house like 3 different times. And then like we made it all the way to McDonald's to get the kids food. And we realized my husband didn't have his cell phone, and then we had to go back again, and it was just a hot mess of a morning. But then when we finally did get down, we did go to the beach, and then the later in the afternoon, it was like kind of rainy, and my parents were like always complaining that the kids watch TV and that we don't let them watch movies. But like, anyways, they don't get the way like my kids want to watch the same episode of Teen Movies with me like 17 times in a row. That's just how toddlers work. But we put on, she was like, well, I'll put on something, whatever. So we put on Ponyo for them, which they were like complaining about for like the first 20 minutes. And then we like couldn't even turn it off to start dinner because they had all gotten like so into it. And I was like, well, next time just listen to us. We told you that this was a really good movie. Anyway, I highly recommend that whether or not you have kids. It's a great cartoon movie. And then we had like a big barbecue grill dinner that night. And then on Sunday, we were so tired because my kids didn't sleep at all Saturday night, and actually basically didn't sleep at all the whole week after this, which is why we ended up coming home, or part of the reason we ended up coming home for a week in between our 2 weeks at the beach, just because like everybody's kind of like in close quarters and there's a lot of people and a lot of excitement, and we're not home, so the kids have been sleeping super poorly there, so it was just like too much anyway. And then I did so much work on Sunday. It was like a rainy day. I tried to like do this Sunday and like the Monday after this, I did a bunch of work on my project and I finished like most of it those 2 days. And so anyway, it was like pretty stressful, but it feels really good to be done, like I said. And we just like had some family time, and we didn't leave the beach on Sunday, which usually we drive home on Sundays. But like I said, we were at the beach all the next week after this. So Sunday was just pretty much like a relaxing chill in the house, rainy and work day. But yeah, so that is everything for my week. Like I said, this was kind of like my last regular week of the summer, and then the kids have 3 weeks before school starts. They're just trying to like get in as much beach time as possible and get their school supplies ready and all that good stuff. That will be coming up in my next 3 plan with me's, I guess. But anyway, yeah, so I am just filming this voiceover, or I'm doing the voiceover like a little bit ahead of time on this because we're headed back to the beach for another week. So if there are some pauses in my channel, I apologize. I will be back to like a more regular schedule in like mid-September once everything is all like, cycled through and I get back and I can build up a little stack of videos. But I do have like stuff pre-filmed, so I will still have Plan With Me's going out, etc. Yeah, so I did fill this out, and I'm gonna use some like bow dividers from Sadie Stickers and the little bows from Harriet Wright Designs to go ahead and like fill in some of the blank spaces. I especially think that looks nice with how pastel this spread was. It looks so pretty in person, but like I always feel like pastel spreads get a little bit washed out on camera. This does look pretty nice on camera though too, I think, but it is like very pale. Okay, that is everything all finished up. I absolutely love how this looks, although the kit is really light, so hopefully it shows up okay on film, but it just looks so pretty and so dainty. Let me give you a wiggle so you can see all that gorgeous gold foil. I did all of my writing in a Pigma Micron 03, and I will show you what I have left from the kit. These kits come with like so many boxes, so I do have a bit of stuff like functional items left. I did use all of the full boxes. I like that some of them are a little bit plainer so that I can just do my journaling space right in a full box, because then I get to use them all and it like adds a little bit of deco. So I did just write like last week of camp up there, since that was that, and that sticker is a custom from Station Stickers, and that is everything. So if you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I'd love it if you'd subscribe and check me out on Instagram at mycraftyplans to keep up with everything going on in my planners. Bye!